To record the meeting. Hi guys, hello everybody. Good evening, good evening, and welcome to Wittychat Live. Oh my God, I hope you guys are fine. I hope your day has been going well. Welcome once again. Please, if you're just joining or if you're just coming across this video or this live, this is Wittychat Live, and you guys know how we do it here. We talk to people, trusted people, have conversations with trusted people in the real estate industry. And Witty Chat Live is proudly sponsored by Wittyville Properties Limited. Wittyville Properties Limited is your go-to brand for trusted landed properties. Sorry, for landed properties, whether it's for commercial, residential, agricultural, anything at all, name it, Wittyville got you. So today with me is one fine brother like that. In fact, if, should I not just use the word guru in this real estate business? So you guys should carry your popcorn and sit down and learn. Have a wonderful time with me. So I'm going to be bringing our guest up on the screen right about now.
Hi,
Hello, hello.
good
Good
afternoon. Good
evening,
afternoon, everybody.
Mr. I think it's 4 already, so it should be
Oh,
evening, right?
good evening.
Good
Yes,
evening, Mr.
yeah, yeah.
Ojetunde. Right? I pronounced it right.
Yes, yeah, you got it right.
So, how are you today? How do you feel to be here with us?
Oh, well, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank God for life. And it feels good to be here. I'm honored. Like a small boy like me, are bringing me to such stage, and I'm honored. I don't take it for granted, of course. Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you so much too for honoring our invitation. We hope that we're going to have a beautiful time. We hope that you're going to unleash all that you have with us. Can you hear me? Hello. So that's Mr. Ojetunde. Okay,
Can't see
let me
you.
get the pronunciation correctly. Can you hear me? I can't see you. That's Mr. Ojetunde Hezekiah on the screen. He's a real estate consultant and in fact he's a real estate certified real estate expert, and we are about to hear his story, his real estate story, his background, and all of that he has to share with us. Yes, it's definitely be a good time, you guys. It's definitely be a good time. So don't go anywhere or stay with us. I don't know. I think our guest network is bad. Hopefully he'll join us very soon again. Okay. Please share this live, share it to your friends, invite them, tell them say na here e dey sup. Okay? Oh no. Okay, he's back.
Pardon my
Yeah,
network. This is Nigeria.
that,
I've
that's fine.
tried.
That's fine. So let's just get right into it so that we don't
Yeah,
network does
waste
not
too
meet
much
up with
time.
us again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you please introduce yourself to us? Tell us your
Mm,
name. Tell us anything you want us to know about you. Anything you
okay.
feel that we should know about you.
All right. So my name is Ojetunde Hezekiah. I'm the lead consultant at Tetrad Homes. Um, I'm a boarding actuary. I I study how to manage risks for a living. That's
Okay.
educational wise. So, but professionally, I'm a realtor and also a financial market enthusiast. So I'm more of like finance guy and also the real estate guy. So the measure of both of them is like greatness. So I think that's pretty much there is to know about me.
That's a nice combination. So
Yeah, I know,
I think
right?
I think that course you mentioned is risk management, right? Was that
No,
what it's called in school?
actuarial science. Actuarial science.
Oh, actuarial science. Wow.
Yeah.
Just hearing that for the first time.
Wow.
That's really beautiful. That is an
Yeah.
amazing combination. So, can you please tell us? Let's hear your real estate story. Let's hear,
Hmm.
how it happened, how everything came about, what inspired you to go into the real estate space, and how long you've been in the real estate space.
Okay. My real estate story kind of funny though. Okay. Two
Okay,
reasons
let's
brought me into
hear
real
it. Let's
estate.
have it. Okay.
First off, Sakpa brought me to real estate. Then then my love for good interiors because I'm so particular about very, very beautiful interiors like house interiors, office interiors and stuff like that. So my passion for it, I just love good interiors. So I just said, okay, let's try it out. My plan was not even to start selling. My plan was to become an interior decorator before I switched to selling. You get so, but I started real estate in professionally in 2022. So it's going to 3 years now. I've started real
Wow.
estate professionally. Then for the time I've been into real estate for, I think I've been into real estate since 2021, but professionally since 2022. And ever since there's been a roller coaster of ups and downs, but it has been a interesting journey. It has been an interesting journey. So far so good. All thanks to God. We don't do it on our own, by the way. It's God has been helping.
That's nice. That's nice. So,
Yeah.
I was going through your, should I say your LinkedIn? Yeah, yeah. And then
Ha!
I
I
saw
don't
there's
cast.
no, you never cast, no fear, no fear. So and then there's
Okay.
this powerful in your bio. There's this powerful word I saw, and then hearing that you've been into real estate for like 3 years professionally, I'm beginning. In fact, I'm wild already. So let me ask you, as a certified expert in the real estate space that has conducted real estate transactions worth over, I'm quoting, 200 million naira, as it is written in your portfolio.
That
So how have
that's
you
old
managed
news.
what?
I said that one is old news. I've not actually changed it yet.
Also, there's
It's more than
more.
that now. Yeah,
Wow,
actually. By God's grace.
wow, wow. You should go and change it, please, like as soon as possible. So my question is, how do you stay organized and manage multiple transactions simultaneously? And what strategies do you employ to successfully close deals worth that number?
Okay, so to answer the first question, how do I stay organized to manage all the transactions and all?
Yeah,
So
transactions.
I'm the type of person that works with a schedule. I work with schedules. I do things according to schedule. So if I'm to do this particular thing at a particular time, I must do it. And if I don't do it, I find myself for it. So I've disciplined myself to such level that when I set a target, I must achieve it. So if I set a target to close at least, okay, let's say the very least, let's say close 50 million naira in this quarter. So I would devise different strategies to which I can achieve this $50 million naira mark in this quarter. You get, so sometimes is either I say I improve more on my DMs or sales calls. I increase my number of sales calls per day. I run more ads. I talk to more people. I network more. So it's depending on my target actually. So if the higher my targets, the higher the different and diverse strategies I will be employing to achieving it. So at times when I set a target of 100 million naira to achieve within space of maybe 2 or 3 months, so I'll look for different ways, run ads, talk to people, network, different things I do just to make sure I hit that target. And sometimes even if I don't hit that target, like I'm always close to it. By God's grace, I'm always close to it.
That, that's beautiful. So, can you please share a success story of where your negotiation skills made great impact for you in your career? Because
Hmm.
for you to hit more than 200 million
Wow.
naira in space of how many
Interesting.
years? Yes. So just tell us a story of
Oh, okay. So let me look for one interesting one I can talk about. Okay. So there was a particular, I think there's a particular scenario whereby a client has he has finalized everything with me. We have He has confirmed everything that's needed to be confirmed, and but the problem is he is not in Nigeria. So I'm talking to someone here in Nigeria who is his sister. So his sister here is the major key player in finalizing that transaction.
the deal.
So I
Yeah.
think, yeah. So he was sold already, so it was left for his sister to be sold. And funny enough, that the property he was trying to buy then was just one company that was just coming up in the industry. But I trust them so well, so I was like, okay, I would sell for these guys. I would sell this property to you and all. So, but his sister was not convinced at all. Like I was just wondering, what can I do? So she asked me a very, very crucial and important question. She asked, why should I go for this brand that is just about 1, 2 year into the industry and not good for the ones that are already 10 years in the industry? On the spot, it was through a call. I had to think of something to say like immediately. So I just said to her, if people had not trusted the 10 years industry, the 10 years company that entered the industry already, if people had not trusted them when they were like 1 year, 2 year, they will not be where they are today. And you also would not be able to trust them due to the track record they already have. So trust me enough to give you the best deal in the market, and also trust this company enough to give you the best deal in the market. And whatever the case may be, I would give you a full refund if you don't get the desired interest.
Yes. Land the choice.
So if you don't get what you want from the property, I promise to refund fully 100%. And she was like, really? I said yes. Said no problem. And the I think the second or the third day after, I got the receipt for the transaction. I think it was like a 12 million naira transaction. I can't remember. So I got the receipt and I was like, wow, thank God. On to the next. So I think that was like one out of the several highlights I've had with different clients, and thank God.
So that's like one of your power of convincing, power of
Yes,
communication. That's really nice. That's amazing.
thank you.
So, um, what role do you think real estate plays in Nigerian economic development?
Ah, it plays a major role, like a very, very, very critical role in the economy, in the industry, everywhere. Because looking at it, the housing deficit in Nigeria is rising day by day. Population is increasing day by day, and the industry that is available to reduce it and curb it is real estate. And the revenue generated from the real estate industry is nothing compared to some other industries. So even to the GDP of the country and the economy, real estate is playing a very, very, very important role. Because without real estate, people won't have where to stay. Without real estate, there won't be trust funds, real estate trust funds. Without real estate, you won't be able to achieve several things. You get so it plays a very, very important role in the industry. And I'm not going to lie, even till next 100 years, real estate will still play a very important role in the industry because people would always need where to stay, and it has also posed to be one of the safest investments. So people would rather put their money in real estate than put their money in stocks. So adding such like putting 1 billion naira into a property, you can imagine how much that would do even to the economy at large. 100 people doing such, several people doing such, the GDP is increasing, the revenue is increasing. So it's something that's, I don't think it's far fetched. Real estate will keep playing a very, very critical and important role in the economy. Very, very. That one is very,
Very,
very
very.
important.
That's very, very true because it has not even only proven to be one of the safest form of investment. It's also
Yeah,
one of the fastest routes or routes to wealth because
yeah, actually.
pay properties, land appreciate the value like
Yeah,
it's crazy. So
yeah.
that's very nice. That's very nice. So moving on to my next question.
Okay.
If you could go back to time, to go back in time, sorry, to advise your younger self when you first started real estate. So
Mm.
what would the advice be? You can come in from the angle of maybe any mistake you've made in the past that you felt like you can correct or you would have corrected.
Okay. That would be do more due diligence because when I started, I was I was so much about just selling and selling and selling. So when I started real estate, though I was particular about knowledge and attention to due diligence, I didn't pay attention to due diligence, and it's costed me quite a lot. Not much, but I learned my lesson. So it's important that you check out a particular property before even before can you hear me? I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
can hear you.
'Cause I think the network has done this thing again.
You can keep talking if you can hear me because I can still hear you, though I can't see you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can
Network
hear
has
you. I can
gone
hear
bad
you.
again. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Very complete.
So I
Meant
said
yes.
one of the things I felt I should have done well back then, probably 2 years, 3 years ago, 2 years or 3 years ago, was to have improved in due diligence. Before before selling it to people because it's important that you know that this property is free from government acquisition before you even push it out there for people to say, okay, let me buy this property, let me do this, let me do that. So I think the advice I would have given myself back then was do more of due diligence, verify this property. Is it free? Is it not free? Do more of it so that you would be on the safer side so you would not have issue of court case in the future. Like court cases, you see several cases in court now several cases. So and they have not been resolved just yet. So you just have to pay attention to doing more of due diligence and all.
Okay, that's really nice. So, talking about due diligence now, can you further emphasize on the importance of due diligence? Because I believe that that's not all there is to how important due diligence is. And how do you conduct such yourself?
All right, perfect. So, in trying to properly verify your property, that's due diligence, you'd be needing two parties, which is your lawyer and your surveyor, registered surveyor. So anytime I would want to check out or verify your property, I just request for I request for the survey, and after getting a survey, I send it out to my surveyor, send it to Alausa to confirm the status of the property. Is it free? Is it not free? Sometimes it's not always free, and whenever I confirm it's not free, I ask what are the measures the company is taking to change the status of the property. So if I don't get a very, very good or favorable response, I don't even put my mind or try to market that property at all. So until I get a go from my surveyor or my lawyer that okay, this property is good to go, this property is good to sell, then you can push it. That's when I would sell it. So when you are trying to do your due diligence, it is important that you work with a registered surveyor and you work with a very good lawyer because these are things that can be forged. A survey document can be forged,
Yeah.
a deed of assignment can be forged, but a lawyer, a property lawyer, and a registered surveyor would definitely know for sure that this is not a real document, this is not this, this is not that. It's practically impossible for you to know, though I may easily recognize it, but for someone just coming into the business, it's practically impossible for you to know that okay, this document is
It's
forged, this
forged.
document is real, this document is fake. Yeah. So it's just important that you work with a surveyor and you work with a lawyer to be able to get very, very good results from the surveyor general's office and correct verifications, because even over there are times that they forge results. So it's important that you just work with someone, a registered surveyor and a very good property lawyer. I hope I've been able to answer that question.
Sure, sure, you have. Thank you so
All
much
right,
for that.
perfect.
So can we hear? I don't know. I just want to hear because I'm very particular about your story. So please tell
Okay.
us the most difficult or the most challenging experience you've had so far in your career and how you were able to overcome it.
Ah, most challenging experience would be leads generation channel, my leads generation funnel. You get, so generating leads I think is one of the hardest even for most realtors and most people into this business. You get, so generating your lead generation funnel, that's been like the challenging thing for me, but I think I'm already getting a hang of it already. So I've opened diverse leads generating funnel for myself, which is through direct marketing, through ads, through networking and traditional marketing. So far so good. I've been able to generate at least in a month. I think I generate at least probably 20 to 50 new leads. You get, and I think probably out of those, I'll be able to like get into conversation with about 10, and if you are able to close a deal, I'll close a deal with probably one or two. You get, so that's in a month. You get. Oh, so I think the major challenge I would have had or still having probably is the lead generation funnel. I think I'm already getting a hang of it. But for the rest, I think I'm good to go. Negotiation check, all other things are good to go. So I feel the leads generating funnel would have been one challenging aspect. But over time, I've tried to figure it out. I've known what's wrong and I've corrected it. So out for results now. You get.
Okay, that's nice. We're learning too. We're learning too. I think everybody has their own look
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Yeah, so we can all relate. So, can you tell us what is the most interesting thing you've learned about human behavior in real estate? And what would you say is the biggest misconception people have about, you know, real estate experts or people have about real estate generally?
Okay. First off, the part of human behavior. Never judge a book by its cover. That's one
Sure.
thing I would tell people. Never judge a book by its cover,
Let's go.
because the first deal I ever closed in real estate was from a friend. Um, if you see this guy, I think he wears just a knicker, a polo, and a t-shirt, and probably rubber slippers. You know rubber slippers now. That's what he wears. So you would never even think that this guy would have like 5 million naira to buy a property or have like 7 million naira to buy a property. The first day he reached out to me that, okay, I want to know more about this property. I think I posted it on my status. So he reached out to me and we were in conversation and all. Just say he came for inspection. I was like, okay, okay. He's looking like something interesting
As
already.
it
And all of a sudden, after inspection, he stalled for about probably 2 or 3 days. And I think on the fourth or fifth day, he sent his initial deposit. I was like, excuse you. Because at first I was just like, okay, it was not looking like someone that can even afford it in the first place. And it was looking not so good. So I said, okay, let me not just judge a book by its cover. And apparently, thank God I did not, because he has gotten about 3 properties, 2 or 3 properties for me, and we're already in conversation on him getting another one. So
wow.
even up until now, if you see him outside, you can't know that this guy is worth millions, because he doesn't have a car, he doesn't do anything. He's just like a normal person, but you would not see him um, talking about figures, and he owns a very very good and growing tech company. So never judge a book by its cover for the behavioral aspect, for the human behavior aspect. So,
Yeah.
challenge. Sorry, can you please go to the second question again?
Misconception people have about real estate.
About real estate. You, the misconception people have about real estate is one of the major misconception is you need to have a lot of money to start it, which is pretty wrong. That's like very very wrong. You don't need to have a lot of money to start real estate. You can
Yeah.
start with as low, though previously, like as of last year, you'd be getting properties around 4 5 million, or let's say 2 3 million. But now the economy has gone up and everything is now high. But still, you can still get into properties with as low as 2 million, 3 million, even 1 million naira. Just might not be in Lagos. So don't say I said this and you're not getting it. You get, so you just might not be in Lagos. But the major misconception people have is you need to have a lot of money to start, which is wrong. You don't need to have a lot of money. You can start as you are, make an initial deposit, do whatever it is you want to do, and you're good to go. You get, so I think that's sorted.
All right. So let's hear the most interesting or the fun part of your job that you love. And if you can, please share a particularly funny or unusual experience in your career. Let's have it.
Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Okay, the most interesting part is collecting commission. There's nothing as interesting as or
What about the
beautiful as
treats? Yeah, well, I
collecting
think
commission.
you bagged one. When
Yeah,
was that?
I've I've had a trip. I've also won a property. I won a property. I've gotten several things. So one thing
Wow.
that's interesting about for me is first off commission, and the other is incentives. You get, so incentives are there to like motivate you. So I think last year I got an expense paid trip to Rwanda. Then I got a plot of land. I also got a cash gift of 200k. Another cash gift of 500k. Um, then I think there are several stuff like that I've, I've received. Then for funny experience, ah, there are several funny experiences. Of
Yeah,
probably
we want to hear. That's why. Yeah.
okay. Let me share one. I think it was we went to inspect a property. So I myself, I've never been to that property before. So, but I have. Let me permit me to speak pidgin. You know where they say person don't make mouth.
Don't sharpen your mouth.
So,
Okay.
so I've said a lot of things about the property. Okay, this property is 100% dry. I've never been there. I was just saying, this property is 100% dry land. It's just about 5 minutes away from the main road.
Yeah.
The development around the property is this, that, this, that. Okay, oh yeah, good. Oh yeah, time for inspection. So when we were about to inspect the property, now that's where Wala started. It's a property in Ekpe, by the way. So we got to. I told the client the property is about 20 minutes from Ekpe roundabout, where we have that fish stuff. So 20 minutes passed. We never
You
we
never
never reached
reach.
property. 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Like it was about an hour to the property.
God.
Even me myself, I was like, Jesus, what I don't do. The client didn't even say anything again. So immediately we got to the property. The client was like, okay, is this the place? Oh, good, nice, interesting. I love this, I love that. He was just saying, I already knew in my head that this man is lying to me because he was already pissed off, literally. He was
Yeah.
literally pissed off already. So, but I didn't just want to trigger it, so I wouldn't see another part of it. So immediately we left. I think when we left the property, next I just greeted him. Sir, hope you are not too stressed from the inspection of today. He replied, I'm good, I'm fine. Then I said, can we move on with the transaction? I said to reply to that message tomorrow, Sha. Ava ghosted me live and direct. He did not reply to my message again. And I did not blame him actually. That's one aspect of real estate that you should always do. Before you
Yeah.
actually market a product, kindly inspect, kindly check the pros and cons. Product knowledge is very, very important. So you'd be able to properly give the right information to your client. If your property is 15 minutes away from this place, tell you it's 15 minutes away from this place. Not that when it comes for inspection, is now calculating so hours and all. So that's not professional in any way. So I think I learned from that, but I think that's one
So,
of
so,
like
so was the case?
funny
You want
experience.
to say another story?
What do you say?
You wanted to say something?
No, 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 I'm good. I've
So
answered the.
was it that you didn't know the exact you yourself you were not sure of the exact the time it takes to get the product from the road, or you just wanted to convince him, so you felt like you needed to sugarcoat?
I think it's like a blend of both. Yeah, I've not been to the property before. You get. So I just worked with the FAQ and some other things. So and I get apparently the FAQ too was lying. You get. So the FAQ was not giving precise information, and also I wanted to close the deal. So I was just sugarcoating everything, sugarcoating, making it sound like honey, but tastes like honey. And apparently, I lost the deal. So, but I learned from it. Yeah, it's from our experiences we learn. So that's it.
I'm learning too.
Realtors, please be
So
careful.
I'm sure you. So can you please share a success story of where your expertise made a significant impact on a client's investment?
Okay. That should be okay. There's something I do for my clients. It's called portfolio diversification. You get so a client. A client reached out to me some time ago. Was it this year? I think it was early this year. He reached out to me that he has about, I think, 100, is it 100 million naira? He wants to buy a property, but his money was not enough just yet. No, it was last year because he has gotten a property now. So he reached out to me. So I was able to properly help him diversify the money for him to get returns in less than in 6 months. So I think in about 6 months he was able to get, let's say he had 100 million. He was able to get 45%. You get, so we wanted to buy a house. The house was about 130 million naira. You get, so I was able to help him diversify the money last year to into several investments. Um, Not all real estate though. So, but I was able to help him carefully section it. So he got
Yeah.
returns last this year April. Yeah, he got returns in April, and it was all summing up to about 145 million naira. So
Wow.
from there, I was able to like okay close him on one property on the mainland. So he got a property, and that was sorted. And there was another one where I was able to proper. He was particular about long-term investments, so I gave him locations that he could buy into. He bought in acres actually. He bought into Lagos. He bought in like Ekpe. He bought into Ibeju. He bought into Ibadan, Abuja, and some other locations. You get, so having in-depth knowledge about areas and how they will do in the future would help you to properly inform your client on how to. It will properly help you make your clients make informed decisions. You get, so they would not just be making decisions rationally. So you'd help them to make informed decisions, and you'd be able to guide them. So having in-depth knowledge about not just even real estate now. So I usually tell people as a realtor, you should have basic knowledge of finance. You should have basic knowledge of risk management. You get, so it's important that it's not just about telling clients this ROI in particular time frame. Can you actually
Yeah.
calculate your client's ROI? Can you actually do such stuff? It's important for you to be able to do those things. You get, so having proper finance knowledge, having proper risk management knowledge with your real estate job is going to be like pave way for you long term. You get, and you would sound so professional and knowledgeable as a real estate person. I think you're good.
Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer and wonderful story. I'm sure the audience are learning a lot right now. So please, could you take a minute? Yeah, just you can just talk about, your company or your brand, rather, any products that
Okay.
you have that you feel like you want to share, and drop your number. I don't know if there's
Hmm.
a chat box there, but you can just say it if there's none.
Okay, my number for the number, yeah.
Like first, we'll talk about your product, any product you have that you feel like you want to share
Okay.
and
So
live.
basically, okay, first off, my company, like I said earlier, I'm the lead consultant at Tetrad Homes. Tetrad Homes is 2 years plus, so we're doing well. By God's grace, by the way. So we are more like it's a real estate development firm, but the arm of the firm that is currently active is the brokerage firm. So we have brokers under us, we have consultants under us. I think we have about 10, 10 people on. I have about 10 people on my team that will work together as brokers. I'm just like the lead consultant. I also have a partner that we work with. I work together with. You get, so we are more like just
You're like
bridging the gap,
co-founder.
and yeah, we are just more like bridging the gap and bringing people into profitable real estate investments and reducing the scam story in the industry and getting it right for the clients. Yeah, so and for products we are more into housing now. We have piped a bit on lands, You get, so we are more into housing, and we have products like in several locations, estates on the island and on the mainland, private luxury properties at the moment. Um, Majorly, I think we have one currently selling on the island. It's high end, high ticket property. Not so high though, but around 225 million naira. It's a four-bedroom terrace duplex in an estate. You get, so we have several properties like that in several locations. And as for lands, we have properties in Lagos, we have properties in Ibadan, we have properties in Kwara for the southwest, and we have properties in Abuja and also Dubai. Yeah, yeah. So we also have properties in Dubai. In case we have a little dirham to spare, we can get you something in Dubai. So basically, that's all there is to it for now. And also, we'll be opening another arm of the company very, very soon. So just watch out and stay tuned.
Okay, no problem. We're going to watch out for this. I'm sure the announcement is going to be big by then when it's out.
Of course, by God's grace.
All right, so let me throw a fun question to you. You could
Ah,
switch lives or have dinner with a real estate expert or a real estate mogul that you admire, in this space, in this industry. Who would it be and why?
ah, I have a lot to Jesus. But one person I've always admired is Sujibumi. I don't know if you know Sujimoto.
Yes, yes, I do.
Yeah, Sujimoto is someone I admire a lot. I love I love his sense of marketing. Though some people may call it proud, but I kind of love it because he knows who can actually afford his property, and he doesn't like go for. I love the fact that it's all about luxury, and he chose his niche and he focused more on it. You won't see Sujimoto doing anything other than luxury. He has standards and he stay with it. You get, so it's someone I admire a lot, Sujimoto, and I hope to meet him one day. Hopefully, we sit on the same table and talk about
A,
transactions.
not really a friend, a classmate of mine works there, works with him
Hmm.
rather.
Wow,
I can
interesting.
relate to what you're saying.
Hmm. In case you can send the word out. Thank you.
Okay, so let's hear your second person or your second option.
Okay. Another person I would want to I respect so much in the industry is actually a close a close boss. I don't know if you know Ayobami Akindikpe, is the CEO of Ace Real Estate. Ayobami Akindikpe.
Yeah.
I've I've worked closely with him and I've watched him closely. He's indeed a great man. I've seen his I've seen his growth because I saw some of his throwback, and I was like, God.
You get
So
it.
it doesn't look like what he has gone through. So he's someone I respect so much in the industry. I love his tenacity. I love how particular he is about his standards. And there's something I love a lot when you know what you want and do it. When you have a particular value that you want to offer and you go for it, you wouldn't bring it down for anything. You have a standard you are living up to, and these are two
Yeah.
things I've seen in Sujimoto and Ayobami Akindekwe. They are all particular about giving good standards, good value, and I
For
respect him so much for that. So, but I've met him already, by the way. So I'm just like saying that he's someone I respect so much in the industry, out of several good guys and great men in the industry already.
that's beautiful. So thank you so much for sharing your experience, your thoughts, giving us
Thank you very
insight
much for having me.
about things that are happening or everything about real estate rather. We really appreciate your time and we hope to
You're
have you
welcome.
next time on our live session. I hope
Full hearts
I
means
hope you welcome our invitation with open arms. All right.
definitely. I would do that. Definitely.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the
Thank you
rest
for
of your
having me.
day. Yeah. Bye.
Thank, thank you very much.
So that's it, guys. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining. If you're still here with us, thank you. And I hope by now you have subscribed. And please like this video, share it to your friends, tell them that there's a place that that has juicy content, juicy gist about real estate and everything you need to know basically about real estate. See you next week. I don't want to say at the same time because the time might differ because of our guests' preference. See you guys. Bye.